Hello and welcome to another uCast video presented by the Student Involvement and Internship Office at UW-Whitewater. Today, we will be talking about how to foster good advisor relations. There are 5 best practices to lead you to success in this area. In this video, we will go through each and every one of them. Once your organization goes through annual recognition, it can be helpful for your organization's leadership team to set expectations and goals for the year to come with your advisor. This can help both you and your advisor in checking in on your accomplishments and holding one another accountable. You can set goals for yourselves. This could include leadership development, personal goals, and academic goals. Next, you should set goals for your organization. These goals could include numbers on membership, fundraising, or programs and events. This will help you and your advisor get on the same page when thinking about the big picture of your organization. Then, it's important to set expectations for one another. How often do you plan to communicate? How often should you hold one another accountable? And what role do you hope your advisor takes with respect to your organization as a whole? Overall, define what success looks like for your organization. What will it take for you to look back on the semester or year and believe it was successful? How will you meet your organization's mission? The last piece of setting expectations is revisiting them. As important as all of the initial work is, it's arguably even more important that you check in on your progress regularly. It's okay to reevaluate your priorities based on what is and what is not working. The second best practice is establishing the best form of correspondence. Not everyone prefers the same method of communication, so understanding one another's preferences in communication is important. Campus resources like Connect UWW and Outlook Calendar are both great ways to schedule meetings and reminders so your team is on the same page. Something to keep in mind is how useful meeting minutes can be. Making an agenda for any formal meeting can be helpful to your members. This way, everyone comes to the table understanding the purpose about which you are meeting while allowing your members to prepare for the conversation. By recording and summarizing what happens in each of your meetings and sending them to both those who attended and did not attend, your organization is able to stay on the same page with the latest and greatest along with record keeping. This opens the door for individuals to ask questions or for clarification if need be, while also keeping your advisor in the loop about what's going on. The third best practice for good advisor relations is effective communication skills. There are many channels where effective communication can be accomplished, but here are some of the major ones. Active listening. This means listening to understand rather than listening to respond. Asking questions is another key component of effective communication. Again, it helps you and your advisor stay on the same level of understanding and also demonstrates that you have interest and value in what they are saying. Clarifying and summarizing what the other person said can be helpful for similar reasons. On your side of communication, it's important to consider frequent contact. By regularly communicating with your advisor, you're able to stay on the same page, hold your advisor accountable, and make them feel empowered and respected. Being clear and succinct in your points can help ensure your message is best getting received. The fourth best practice for good advisor relations is building trust, which is a major component in being successful. This means being honest with one another, but also yourself in all endeavors in and out of the organization. With that said, following through with tasks is a great way to build trust. It's important to make sure you are agreeing to tasks you know you can complete. Also, be sure to ask for help when you need it, which is why completing tasks before they are due is important. Overall, make sure you are referring back to your expectations for one another. If someone is not meeting their goals and expectations, you should have a conversation about what moving forward will look like. The last best practice for good advisor relations is viewing your advisor as a mentor. Your advisor likely has unique experiences that can help make them a helpful resource for you. Ask yourself what you hope to gain from your relationship with your advisor outside of regular meetings and share that with them. Again, refer back to your expectations and be clear with your advisor on how they can help you meet your goals. Thank you for tuning in to this uCast video about good advisor relations. If you have any questions or concerns about your organization's relationship with your advisor, contact Career and Leadership Development at the number listed, or the Student Involvement and Internship Office at the listed email or UC 127.